I just want to talk about fear for a second. Um, I have it sometimes. It's like, gosh, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, is it going to be taken wrong? Um, if I post this, I say this in a Instagram post or a Facebook post or TikTok or something, is one of my friends from high school going to see it and like wonder what the heck is going on? And so I find myself sometimes, I'm better at it now, but I find myself hesitating sometimes. So my question for you is do you know what you'd really like to say about your business? What you'd really like to get across to people? Do you wish that you could just like erase fear and get out there and just start like talking about the outcomes that you deliver, talking about how excited you are about your business, talking about who you can help the most, all of those things, but you find yourself just holding back because, gosh, what will people think? And here's just kind of a random example, but I want you to think about this. When you let other people determine, literally other people that you may have not even talked to for 20 years, or people you don't even know, when you don't do or say or operate the way you want to, assuming that you're legit and all that, when you let them dictate what you will say, what you will offer, what your business goals are, all of those things, you're literally turning control over to sometimes total strangers, or maybe it's to a random relative or a friend, who I promise will not pay your mortgage if you can't afford to pay it. Here's what I'm saying. Fear it's a killer. And it's a killer for a lot of businesses. I had a woman yesterday, we were talking, and she said, I would love to be able to talk in my videos, but I'm scared to death. I've been in business for 25 years, and I just don't know what to do. I invited her to come to the office so we can like help her overcome that. But she literally was terrified. Most people would rather do like the worst part of their job. The worst, doesn't matter what it is. They'd rather go dig a ditch for 10 miles than show up in a video and say some words. And it's not because they can't, and it's not because they don't know what they're talking about. It's because literally they're afraid of what other people think. And I know you've heard this, don't be afraid of what other people think. Line so many times. I'm just emphasizing it. If you've got something to say, if you've got a message to pass on, like, don't worry that your hair's not going to be right. Don't worry that your makeup's not going to be right. Don't worry that your shirt's not going to be perfect. Don't worry about those things. Just get it out. You'll be shocked. Maybe you'll repel some people. But what if one person hears you and sees you and actually takes action, and literally your product, your service could be a game changer for them? Aren't you kind of cheating them if you don't do everything you can to make sure they're aware of what you do, how you do it, and the outcomes you deliver? Anyway, just a few thoughts on fear. I'd like to say that it's super easy. Get over it. I will tell you this. There will not be a day sometime in the future where suddenly fear disappears. It doesn't just disappear. It will like never just disappear. The way to make fear go away is by taking action. When you start doing things, even if you're afraid, over time, it'll get easier, you'll get better. And quite frankly, the cool thing about it is when you do things that you're afraid to do, and you start doing them on a regular basis and it becomes super easy, you'll be like super proud of yourself. You'll create momentum, and then you'll do more, and then you'll do more. Anyway, just a few comments on fear because I'm hearing it a lot. And again, sometimes I have to fight the fear idea or fear thought myself. I was going to use another word, but I'll keep this off of social. I have to keep that fear monster away.